Hey everybody, welcome to this first episode of CoasterReview, where we are going to watch your creations that you've made with MicroCoaster sets. And especially in this episode, we're going to watch the Founders Edition creations from the early adopters from 2023. Now I'm here with a good friend of mine, Verena. She is really passionate about cosplay, about making costumes, and she's really creative in that segment. So I thought it would be amazing if she could help me with making model landscapes for every kind of microcoaster that we're going to make in the future. I think I would like to hear more about what you do specifically. Would you like to introduce?
Sure thing. As you already said, I originated from the cosplay community. Yeah, and I think I will help out a bit with animations, just the whole creative process behind the scenes.
She's especially good with animations and doing editing, so she's going to help me edit this video. She's going to help me making short content and so on. Like, she's a new member of the MicroCoaster team, and with this I'm introducing herself to the team. For this episode we're going to go into Discord and we're gonna look into all specifics about the creations that you have uploaded. So inside of Discord we have a section which is called Creations. Now only premium members are able to see this section. So if you want to be part of, the premium area, then you will have to buy MicroCoaster in the future. Or, you can also pay for Patreon, then you get access to all, the specifics. We have a lot of discussions where we go into detail, where we show the production, where we show how we make it. So the thing is that we have prepared a rating system.
So let me quickly explain how our rating system works. We're going to be rating each coaster in 5 different categories: stability, momentum and coaster ride flow, design and logic, construction, build-up understanding, wackiness, craziness, twists and turns or realism, detail work, background elements and immersion, video, shots, cuts, lighting and flow.
Now let's just dive right into the Discord channel and go here to Jovali. Now, a little story to this man. Jovali is a man who visited MicroCoaster here in Austria. Like, he came all the way from France. He went to Italy. He was doing a road trip and he came to my workshop and he was picking up his MicroCoaster personally in my space. So it was amazing to see him. I felt very honored, and he's now living in Madagascar, so he actually took the MicroCoaster down to Africa and he's building it now in Madagascar, which is amazing. It's like the first MicroCoaster creation outside of Europe and the USA in Africa, which is really cool. And we could just start right here and have a look what he made. So he made a really nice, crazy roller coaster with plants and some background decoration. Let's have a look here. So this is some close-ups. Here's another close-up. And he even got mist going on here.
That's really pretty.
Yeah. So I think he really likes how he is shaping the track, and it looks very crazy. Especially this here is really cool because the track is banking to the outside. I mean, if this was in real life, I think it would be crazy. Like, it would push your blood into your head, like insane. All right, here are some more pictures of the train. Now, keep in mind, this is the train from the Founders Edition. Really cool. What do you think so far?
I really like the design. It's very simplistic, and he added a little detail touch with the plants, and I'm really obsessed with the one picture with the fog.
Yeah.
That's just amazing.
That's amazing.
I would love to see more of that.
Yeah, I think everybody, like, if you know how to make fog, like, I don't even know how he does it, but it could be like an e-cigarette, maybe. It could be water vape, but water vape is not as easy to, place it on the ground like that. So I think this is some kind of e-cigarette stuff. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Let us know how you did that.
Yeah, let us know how you did that. We would really like to see how you did it, and maybe make a video, and maybe have some more pictures of it with the smoke. Now here's a total view of the creation, and he even got videos, so let's have a look. All right.
Nice slow motion.
Nice slow motion, probably filmed with his iPhone. Yeah. And here's a full scope view of the creation. All right, all right. I think it's a really cool creation. I think it's his first coaster that he made. But so far, I think we're ready to rate the roller coaster.
Yeah, I think we should just dive right into the rating. We have some nice rating cards here that I just quickly drew. The points are going to be from 1 to 10, so 1 is kind of like the worst, and 10 is the best.
All right, so in case of stability, I think that the problem is here, when you look at the video, when you see that, you see the track itself is very wonky. So it cannot hold the speed of the train good enough. Now that's a little problematic because you're gonna lose a lot of speed because of that. Here I see some bad placement of the supports, which could be done better, but with time, you know, you understand how the system works, you understand how to place supports better. So in case of stability, I'd give it, I mean, if you look at this view again here, and notice how the track kind of like wobbles. Now this is okay because the train is coming to an end and it shouldn't, you know, rush into the lift section. It should slowly come into the lift section, and just the balance between speed and action and all of those elements should be nice, but I think it could have more stability. So the rating for that is, I would say, a 4. Not too bad, but could be better. What do you think?
It's a pretty solid piece of work, but you can just tell that the bottom section is very shaky. I think I will go with a 5.
Nice. All right, so design, construction, build-up, unders. Now, design, I think it could be better because I feel like the logic is a little bit, you know, not enough for my taste of coaster building. I think could have more realism, but I think that the last part here, this overbanked wave turn to the side is actually really cool. So because of that, I'm going to give it a 7. What do you think?
Design-wise, as I already said, I think I really like the greenery that you added. I think just any touch of greenery makes the whole scene a lot more lively, I would say.
More alive, yeah. Are these plants real?
I don't think so.
Are they plastic?
They look very fake.
They are fake, man. All right.
Real plants, take care of your plants.
Yeah, we love plants. I have a lot of plants in my apartment. What do you think?
It's very simplistic, as I already said for the 3rd time. I will go with a 7.
All right.
I can't remember what you said.
I had 7 too.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. In terms of wackiness, twists and turns and realism, less realism, more craziness, more twists and turns. It could have more twists and turns. Like it does have this kind of like weird, you even see here how the track is, you know, not nicely shaped. You could do that much better and then consist more speed. But in terms of craziness, I would give it a solid 8.
For the craziness, we call it wackiness. I will go with a 9.
All right, and the detail work, what do you think? I think the pictures kind of like,
very nice.
yeah, the pictures give it so much personality and depth, and especially the smoke. So I would rate it, you know, in terms of immersion and detail work, I would really give it more, like 9. If the track was perfected, if you took more time to make the track beautifully, and if you took more time to make the supports a little bit, you know, realistic, then I would give it a 10.
I think I actually have to go with an 8. I will be a bit harsher. I just think there's a lot more room that you could improve, but overall it's a very solid roller coaster. I love the look on the little cupboard. You utilize the space very well. Yeah, overall.
Look at this glass bottle here with a cork on the top. Nice. All right, so we're gonna close this up. Next participant is going to be Ferdinand. Now, Ferdinand, also one of the early adopters, created this really cool looking layout. Now everything is very gray and dark. He even has some blue light aesthetics going on here, really cool. And here I really like the shape of the track. He placed the cross ties evenly, it's very consistent, the shape is very beautiful, and I like the drop. Immelmann here with a nice hill turn thing. But other than that, we don't have a lot of pictures. I don't know if he posted more pictures or if he even completed it. So too bad we didn't get more pictures, but still, you see the barrel roll here. I think it's a really nice picture. Please send us more pictures, videos. I want to see the full creation, how it's working, if it's working. So in terms of, now we cannot say much about it, but in terms of stability, if we had a video, I think like we would see if it was stable, but in terms of when you look at the picture, you can see that he actually did a really good job with placing the supports. Everything should look very stable. So in terms of that, I'm going to give it a 9. What do you think?
I think I'm also gonna follow with a 9. It would be nice if we could have some video shots of it.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard to rate like that. So, yeah.
All right. Design and logic. Now, design logic for me, I think it's realistic. I think it must look really beautiful when it's completed. So I give it a 10. You know why I love it so much? He did not went with the lift too, how do you say, steep? Like instead of going with the lift this tall, he rather went flat, you know? And I like this design because it reminds me on the Maverick roller coaster from Cedar Point, which is also more like a flat, not so steep angle. And I think it looks more cool. It just looks more cool.
The thing is, I can't really say much about logic-wise, I guess. I don't really know that much about roller coasters, actually. It's very ironic that I'm here, I know. It's something different, and I think that's the most beautiful thing about MicroCoaster, is that you can just design your creation however you want. And I think that's also the most important thing for us.
Yeah.
I will go with a 9 for design and logic.
I think this is, for me, the way he shaped the track here. You see that little jump hill? So the coaster comes down here. There's a little airtime, you know, you call that airtime. Then it goes under the support here, goes into the Immelmann, and then it gets back over the track where it started. And then with a nice bank turn, with a lot of speed back into the rest of the layout. That's something, for me personally, very inspiring. And I think I'm going to also make something like that in the future. And that's so cool, you know, we inspire each other. You know, that's why we love building MicroCoaster, because we can see so many different creations from one kit. Now, in terms of wackiness, I would give it, like, it's not really wacky. It's very it's very realism, you know.
It looks like it's straight out of a film.
Yeah, it looks like it could be a realistic roller coaster. So in our rating, we have wackiness and realism at the same, like, I don't know. I don't understand the logic here, but we have it. So in terms of that, I'd give it a 10. I think that's something you would ride in real life, which is really cool.
It looks very realistic.
I love when you have, you know, when you model a realistic roller coaster. It's just, it feels more solid, there's more thought that went into it, you know. So Ferdinand, thank you so much for showing us what you've built. Please let us know how the construction is looking so far. Please share some more pictures. We would really love to see it. So thank you.
I would love to see a full video of the ride in general, I think.
What do you think for theming? What are you going for in this roller coaster? Like a twilight forest or some desert with...
That was actually my first thought. I think I would go with kind of like a desert theme.
Desert's really cool, yeah. I actually have someone in Arizona who also has a Famous Edition, and he created a landscape just like in Arizona and Utah with those sand rocks, and he actually made it by hand, so he created all the rocks by his... It's insane. I can't wait to show this to you. He's still making it, like he didn't even start painting it, but he already finished the rock work, and it's just beautiful to look at.
So I think we should just go straight to the next contestant.
Just go straight to the next contestant. All right, next contestant is Chris, the producer. Really good. First impression, really good. Absolutely nice work. Palm. Absolutely nice. Every turn here is so well thought. And he even got some videos, so let's have a look here. In slow motion.
Oh, I'm a big fan of how he layered the tracks.
Yeah.
So you have one above and one below. I really like that.
It's stepwise going downwards, you know, it's not like rushing. He's trying to make it look different.
Yeah, it's definitely something different.
Yeah. I think there's even a story to this, because something happened in his first creation. This roller coaster in the beginning, and you know, it was laying around for a year in the corner, and he didn't start building it, but I think a few months ago here it's just a month ago he started building it actually. But something really bad happened. His vacuum robot came and it pulled the track down from the table. He basically pulled the entire creation from the table onto the floor, and he came home and he saw the destruction, and it was so sad because the train kissed the floor, it broke apart. He called me, dude, my train's totally snapped apart, you know. And I said, yeah, I mean, it was falling from 3 meters, you know, with speed, because the freaking sucking robot thing just did something. It doesn't know what he's doing, you know.
Yeah, but he just wanted to clean. He just did his job.
He just did his job, no judgment. But then he said, all right, I wasn't really happy with my design anyways, so let's just make something completely different. And then he thought, well, what could I do to make something really nice? And then he came up with this creation here. He's not done yet.
I actually have to say, I'm glad that this happened.
Yeah.
The second one is so much better.
Yeah, look at this. Now let's talk about it, because there's so much to talk about it. You know, you can really see that he thought about every design in this layout. So in the beginning you have, in the beginning you have this nice barrel roll. Damn it, this nice barrel roll. And you have a lot of airtime here, so let's say, is it airtime? I don't know. I think it's just, yeah, it's airtime, where you basically hang in the seat belts and fall to the ground, and you're like, oh my god, I'm in the sky. And this this is a really cool moment in roller coasters. Here you have a little problem here, because there's not enough support, so it's shaking. Then it goes down here, which, yeah, is very smooth. Nice banked turn and into a corkscrew. Really nice work. Look how smooth it goes into there, whoop. And then it comes into this 8 and it rolls back into the lift. So let's start with the rating. I think in terms of stability, yes, good work, but you have forgotten to really like, you know.
It's kind of like the part on the right here, and then on the bottom left.
Yeah.
You can kind of see the support kind of like...
The track, yeah, the track gives in, it's not stable enough. So I'd give it a 7.
Where is it? I will go with a 6.
I think this zigzag support that you chosen to make is a little bit weird. It's not really realistic. You see how it bangs out, like the support just falls out on the side, and on the top it's a little bit like that, and then you have this zigzag here in the middle. It's not realistic. So in terms of design and logic, the track is really nice. It's like, it reminds me of a more crazy version of the Wild Mouse, because it's compact and it's going down in a, you know, in a slow manner. It's not rushing up and down. It's not really high pitched. So in terms of design and logic, I would give it a 7.
I'm a big fan of the design in general, as I already said. I really like the layers, kind of like at the top, then you have like the middle, the bottom. I think that's actually a roller coaster that I would ride in real life.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I'm actually really scared of roller coasters. And I'm not the biggest fan of like those huge drops and stuff. This just seems a bit more chill.
Yeah.
So for the design, I will give it a 7.
The detail work and immersion, like the immersion, is definitely here. Also like the spots of lights that you've placed. I would give it a 6.
I'm a big fan of the lighting, the little spots that you put there, so I will go with an 8.
The video, yeah, we see everything we want to see. So in terms of video work, I definitely give it an 8.
And I will go with a 9 for the video. I really like it.
Alright, so next up in the coaster review is our fellow friend Marcus CC. Now this man, he's actually a very passionate model roller coaster enthusiast, I would say, because he has got an entire room, or let's say an entire wall full of roller coaster models. We even got something here from Print My Ride and Coaster Dynamics. And it's really nice to see that now he also has a MicroCoaster right in the middle of everything, which is really cool. Now, I think this design is really nice. He wanted to make sure that the roller coaster fits into the room, so he made sure that the layout also flows with the rest of the scenery. So the lift hill is actually on the side where there's more space, away from the floating shelves. And he seems to be a good photographer, or he likes to make some nice pictures as well. He even positioned the box now in the Founders Edition area. Every train came inside of this box. So the box was cushioned with some foaming so that it was protected. Don't drop these trains, they're gonna break, it's gonna be very sad. He even has a video showing the roller coaster in action.
I'm actually a big fan of that.
I like how the lift hill goes through the looping. We also got a little barrel here, which is really fast paced. Oh, and I can even see a cat. You see the cat down there? You see?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You get an extra point for the cat.
Yeah, cats love roller coasters. They could watch it for hours. Really nice. Nice design. I think we should start with the rating. So in terms of stability, I think it's all right, you know. I haven't seen much shaking. Let's have another look. Yeah, so here, there could be more supports at the drop. I saw a little bit of shaking, but it's all right. The track here seems to be a little less supported, so here could be another support, but overall it's fine, you know, it's not bad. It's fine. I see he did some double supports here, some double supports there, just like I like to do it. This support here looks a little bit weird. Like instead of doing this, you know, triangular stuff, I would just use one and then use the other one instead on this here, make this one longer, and then maybe here have one here. Yeah. So in terms of stability, I'd give it a 4.
I think I have to go with a 6.
Why?
I don't know, I think for me the supports where they're placed, to me it just makes sense.
It does make sense, yeah. So, design and logic. Now, I like the design. I think it was the first, there's another one with a looping that goes around the lift. But in terms of design, I'd give it, I would give it a 7.
I have to say I actually really like it. I will go with 9. I like how he used the whole space of it.
Yeah.
And on one side the taller part,
Yeah.
and on the other side the lower one.
Warum leuchtet das nicht grün? Ah, eh. We're back. All right, just checking if the microphone is on. Not the MicroCoaster. The MicroCoaster is always on, but the microphone needs to be on because we messed it up once. All right, so in terms of wackiness, craziness, or realism, I'd give it a 5.
Yeah, something in the middle.
Yeah.
I will go with a 6.
Beautiful 6. Nice and curvy. All right. Now the detail work, background elements, definitely. If you look into this, it's
just great.
It's just pure roller coaster fanaticism, you know, enthusiastic craziness. So in terms of this, I would give it a freaking 10 out of 10, man. Really nice.
I will also go with a 10.
Ooh.
I just really like how he used the space.
Mm.
It has a lot of motion in it.
Yeah, he made, yeah. I think he even wakes up to this wall of awesomeness, so it's beautiful. All right, and in terms of video quality, yeah, I mean, it's very standard, you know, it's not very artistic, it's just, look at here what we got. Please, people, I would always love to see more videos and pictures, so never stop uploading, okay? So in terms of that, I would only have to, unfortunately, I mean, the video is good enough, so that's why it's not too bad, but I can only give you a 5 for it.
I would actually say a 7, just because I really like the pictures that he took.
Yeah? You mean this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one and the one before that.
This one? Yeah.
That one is my favorite, I think.
Mm. It's actually a really nice banked barrel roll, so I would really like to sit in there and just get wanked through the air. That sounded really weird. Thank you so much, Marcus CC, for uploading your creation and being a part of the MicroCoaster journey. I feel very honored to have you here.
I think before we get started to the next contestant, if you want to be part of the next coaster review, we will definitely make sure to leave the Discord link down in the video description. Yeah, and we're very excited to see more.
We are going to give you a lot of love. All right, so next up is Sad Cat 96.
69.
Oh, damn. Sorry. So he started off with this, and this is what I meant. He has looping around the lift hill. So SadCat69 made this beautiful creation, and look at this living room.
Plants.
Wow, look at this living room. Looks so cool. Looks really cool. And the greenery here. I like the lighting in the background. What a cool spotlight system you have. Really nice. Here you can see, but the roller coaster. We have to rate the roller coaster.
We're just rating your living room at this point.
Yeah, he does have real plants, which is really nice, yeah.
Always get real plants, guys.
Real plants. I think, you know, SadCat69 is a supporter. He's always active on the server, and I saw him commenting that he not only did this roller coaster, he did more. He made different roller coasters already, and I think his latest roller coaster is probably the best, but for some reason I have not seen it yet. I believe he does have a really good roller coaster right now, but unfortunately it's nowhere here to see. So we can only rate what we see right now. And based on what I see here, in terms of stability, now we don't have a video, but honestly, when I look at this first creation, it's gonna be shaky as hell. Because he has only like one bar of support for like some critical areas, especially here, the looping. It looks like it only is one bar. Do you see that? I think it's only...
I think it's just one.
It's one support, only one support. So when the train comes over here, it's gonna be like whoop, whoop, whoop. Completely under-supported, completely unsupported. But I think it was his first creation. He just wanted to see how the thing functions, if it does function. I think it functions. Unfortunately, no video, so therefore, in terms of stability, it's not too bad, but it's not really good. I give it a 3.
I will go with a solid 5.
So, design and logic. Logic? I don't know.
It looks very cramped.
It looks cramped. It looks like you didn't take time, but it's okay.
Everyone started somewhere.
And you started very low. Oh, sorry. Sorry. So, in terms of logic and stability, I would give it, sorry, just a 4. Because if for me, you see that here, especially the looping, it's like,
it's kind of like,
it's so crazy. It's not
very like a smooth.
It's not smooth at all, no.
It's kind of like,
if you would sit in there, you know, you would be like, that's too crazy.
I actually have to give you a 3. I'm not the biggest fan of the design. I think it's very cramped.
Yeah.
I think you could utilize the space on your table. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think it's the kitchen table.
A lot better, if you have the room for it, of course.
Yeah, I think his wife abolished this model. She said, it has to go. So it's now somewhere in the basement, or he built a different one, but yeah. So detail work and immersion, well, it's good. You know, you have plants here, the room looks great, but you know, in terms of detail work, how you shape the track and so on, I can't give you a lot of points, man. I'm sorry, and I'm sure you're doing better, but I haven't seen another creation, so I can't do anything about it. You have to share your creations, man. So in terms of, you know, detail work, I'd give it 4.
I would have also said a 4.
And shots, cuts, lightning, flow, video is not really present. The lightning is really good. The coaster pops out of the image really nicely, but in terms of everything else, I can only give you a 3.
I will go with a 5. It's very solid.
All right. So thank you, SadCat.
69.
You made us a little sad because you haven't shown your latest creations, but it's okay. We're gonna wait patiently to see more of your creations. Now we're gonna go further, and we're gonna go and look at Tyler's first roller coaster.
TV Scott 85.
Exactly. So this man built actually a really nice layout. Now, he started off with a really cool overhanging drop. It's more than 90 degrees. I think it's 110 degrees, maybe 115 degrees. So a really cool start. When you sit in there, you're gonna be pushed forward and then into the seat. Really cool. Then with an elongated curve into a barrel roll with a lot of air time. And he continued here. Unfortunately, the picture is very dark, so people make sure that you get good lighting so that we can see it. He continued and he got a first video where he tested if his idea works, and it does work. Really nice work, really nice. So he continued and he finished the creation. Let's have a look. I really like this design. I have to say it. It's not perfect, like here and there I would make it a little different, but it's his first creation. So I wonder, does he have some kind of previous knowledge about making roller coasters, maybe with Knags, maybe with Coaster Dynamics? But this is actually really cool. When you look here, how the lift was built, really cool. And the flow, it's just beautiful. It's flowing along very nicely. Like this, it's a huge kind of like elongated layout that's spread. All the curves are spread widely. So he knows the train is very fast and he utilizes that speed, and he wanted the train, you know, so that you can see how it goes. And he also, you see that, he also interlocked the wave turns. It looks like a heart or it looks like a pretzel. What do you think?
I'm actually a big fan of that design, especially the initial drop.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
Yeah, definitely. The initial drop is cool.
Yeah, it looks very smooth.
Yeah. I would love to see it in real life. All the turns are very smooth, but there's one turn that is really bugging me. You see, after the initial drop, this very tight roll up into this curve. You see that? It's too tight. I would make it a little bit bigger, you know, spread it out more so that it's not too fast, you know what I mean? He also posted it here on the kitchen table. Nice layout. And here's another one. Here you see it in motion. That's also the train from the Founders Edition. Nice work. Definitely nice work. So we're gonna rate it now. In terms of stability, I don't see any kind of shaking, nothing at all. So solid 10.
Solid 10 for me as well.
Yeah. And also really like the way it's built, it's very low to the ground. I love it. Design and logic. For me, it's logic. Like this is like a realistic roller coaster. Of course, the way he positioned the supports on the ground, with time, you're gonna know how to make that look more appealing. I give it a 9.
I think I will also have to go with a 10.
Okay. Yeah. So in terms of wackiness and craziness, I think it got everything. It's fast, it's curvy, it has...
There's a cat in the background.
There's a cat, a black cat in the background, plus that's a bonus, that's a bonus. What is that for? Design, detail work, video, stability? What is the cat for?
The cat is just bonus points.
Bonus point, all right. The cat...
If you add your pet to your video, you will...
Yeah, you will get the bonus point. So for the cat, because it's a black cat and you don't even see it in the background, I'm gonna give it an 8.
The cat gets a solid 9 from me.
Ooh.
I think it's very sweet.
Crazy, that's so nice. He does have so many videos, so detail work and immersion. The immersion, the way the tracks are interlocking in that white spread. You see that, how I make the motion with my hands. 10, my friend, really nice work. And it's your first roller coaster, so you have a solid mind. Someone is bothering us. So we're gonna sum it up for this episode of Coaster Review. We're gonna have another episode because we have some more creations on our server that we would like to introduce and talk about.
So definitely make sure you leave your opinion down in the comments below. Give the video a nice thumbs up and make sure to hit the subscribe button and maybe even hit the bell so you can always get notified when we post new stuff.
So let us know in the comment section below. Really let us know, what do you think? What do you want to see more of? And I'm making sure that I will comment everything. So with that said, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next episode of Coaster Review.